Alrighty, guys. I didn't do no YouTubing the other day. I got Stickers 2.0 back. I don't know, was it 3 or 4 days ago? From some testing there, and I wasn't happy with how the testing went. I had it pulled on a different dyno, and I want to say it was that cylinder with the experimental piston with the cylinder I had on it that you guys seen at test cutting. It was almost 5.8 horses. It was like 5.75, I believe. That's with the full circle crank that had an experimental piston. And I didn't carve the back of my transfers in like I normally do. Instead, I curved them in this way, and I think that hurt me some. That, and I do know every time I've tested this full circle crank with certain port work, has made less than an open crank. Not by much. Tenth of a horse or something like that normally, and the torque is down a little bit, but you know, it's a heavier crank. It takes a little bit of power away to twist her over. But I got her back, left the experimental piston in it. I pulled the cylinder off. I did away with that where I curved them in on the back of the transfers, and I laid them more flat to hug the back of the wall like I typically do. And then I put that cylinder that was in here in this saw with an A2D setup, I did thin the shafts on the carburetor, and I built the same muffler that I got on Stickers 2.0 here. And I didn't get it on video. I'll have to do some more videoing, but that saw is running strong. I can really hoss on that saw. I'm going to be trying to go to Joe's sometime this week, and I think I'm going to pull this one, the slap together one, and then right down here, the crank piston swap one. I've pulled this one once before, but it was on the 107 roof or whatever, and I changed the duration on it. That's all I did to this one, and I think it's running better. So I never did get around to fix the muffler, but I don't care. It makes it easy to identify this. So I guess this orange spot showing that didn't take dye on the gas tank. That's where my other 16-inch bar is. I think it's a 16. I was wondering, we got a couple 16-inch bars. But, yeah, so I was going to send this one out for testing. Now, it's in my search for data, because this has a flat top Husky piston in it, with what I believe to be a Shindaiwa crankshaft that allows me to run a 10mm wrist pin. And, I need data. I need to get this pulled down with the duration where it's at, so I know where it's sitting. And then I'm probably going to mail this off to a buddy and see what he thinks of it, see if he wants to race it maybe. And then when I get it back from him after he's testing it, I will probably, because this got a flat top in it and a typical Echo 4910 piston 501's dome. I suspect this piston, if I was to cut a flat band in this, because this taller piston, I've yet to even cut the base on the cylinder. I didn't have to. You know, that taller piston moved everything around on me. But this is probably the lowest compression. Yeah, I think I've had one other one that I did roll over. This thing's only got like 160 psi, and I suspect, my theory is if I cut a 30 or 40 flat band out of the chamber on this and then whack the cylinder, see where the exhaust lands again, and then maybe move the exhaust back to the duration, or just see how it behaves by lowering the intake, the transfers, and the exhaust. I think the compression will come up. Of course, this does have a caber. It feels better than it did when I first compression tested, but that caber might be taking a while to seat in too. So I don't know. But either way, I need data. I need to know. I need to pull this again so I can look back through the charts or whatever, and see if I'm going in the right direction. And then set this back over here. And then the cylinder that I put in back in Stickers 2.0 with the experimental piston, which this piston got all kinds of work done to it, and the exhaust side sloped, so it's got a higher roof now than it did in the other test saw. But it's that overlapping transfer, all funky stuff there, and I did get it together. It's on an NGK plug. Carb's not tuned yet, but it is together and running, and feels pretty decent on compression, even though it's got a higher roof now and bits and pieces missing off the piston. But I'm gonna try to get this barred up tomorrow and see if that popping's gone, and because I put a different cylinder on the one I was testing that cylinder on, and the popping's all gone. So whatever weird popping I had going on was in that cylinder, and we're going to see if the different piston, different exhaust height, and full circle crank makes the popping go away. And if it don't, my 501 coil came in. That's right here. We'll throw that coil in Stickers 2.0 and see if it changes anything, but yeah, just trying things. That whole saw is an experiment. But I already know how that cylinder ran with an open crank. Now we're going to see how it runs with a full circle crank, and I'm really curious to see, especially. I want to see how the power curve on this saw. When I cut with this, I was like, ooh, I might have to put this one in my keeper pile. It felt good. This one feels good too. And this is just, I guess we'll call it the, I don't know, slap together saw or whatever, because I built this all out of bits and pieces and leftovers and other parts, but and this thing probably why she pulls so good. You get the compression up on these, and these things just freaking hunker down and pull chain. I'm gonna have to get more of these rubber grips for the 501s. Now when I grab a 4910 without that rubber there, it just feels weird. But yeah, hope to test and tune this one a little bit more tomorrow. Make sure I got this one on a final tune. This one, and I need a day away from the house here. I'll get a hold of Dynamo Joe and see if he's up to having me come over and hang out for a couple hours. Still haven't heard from the Husqvarna dealer, because I ordered an OEM coil for that. Let's see, what else is there? Right down here. did some horse trading and picked up a 661. And I believe this is an M-Tronic model. Let's see, it's had its fair use. It's got tape all over the handle here. And stock muffler. I don't think anything's been done to it, but it is missing the rewind. But does that bolt broke off in there? But it's okay. I have a nice rewind right here. No, it's just full of dirt. Yep, I'll have to find some bolts. I'm pretty sure they're the same as some of the other models. And I'll have to see if this thing runs. It's a bummer about the black tape. I was hoping the gas tank wasn't going to be damaged on it, but I don't have another gas tank. Still better shape than I think than what Scarface started out as. Yeah, I don't know. All I'm gonna have into this is a bunch of time, so no big deal to me. I have, even if the entire crankcase and piston assembly is roached in a box under this table, I have a complete stock running long block. It's just the long block. It come out of a running saw. I stole all the other parts off from it. So yeah, we'll be porting. Oh, this is a 651. What is that? This is 651. Unless that 6 is damaged. And of course I can't make out the serial number. Guess I know when we'll port it. If it's smaller bore than we. That's a 651. Well, the gas tank says 91 cc's displacement. So maybe I've just got a 651 rewind. I don't know. We'll find out. But then I got a 371 down here. Gotta look at. I still don't even know what chainsaw's in that case. I gotta look at. And then I don't know. The tree service dropped off a 201. Brand new. Gotta port that up. I'll probably do that in a few days. Definitely don't feel like dinking with it. I'll probably do that after I get back from dyno testing. So I got a whole box of 661 parts down here. Got a couple good crankcases, I think, too. So, I guess first I'll get that together and see if it runs. I don't know, I'll have to look in my shed or through my box of bolts. I'm hoping I got enough bolts to bolt the rewind on it and see if it runs. But, and I'm going to have to play musical. I think I'm going to have to play musical rims off because I got a 3/8 rim on this. Joe's dyno takes a 3/8 rim, so yeah, I'll probably have to just, I'll bring my little impact gun with me and I'll just work right down the line and play musical spur sprockets, rims, or whatever. I do not. I think my other 3/8 rim is still where I had this tested at. And I told him to hang on to it because I'll be sending it back whenever I get all the quirks worked out of it. So, but let's see here. Oh, I got a box at 400 up yet. Get that shipped out hopefully this upcoming week. I really need to clean my shop. This is starting to get a little bit ridiculous. I think. Oh, I don't know if you see it back there on the stove. I picked up a new Pew Pew. Did some horse trading for that. But my workbench is a mess. My other workbench is a mess. The portable workbench is a mess. I've got 372 parts strewed everywhere. I got a box of 7310 stuff down there that needs to get stuck back in the shed. I need to clean this off. I got tons of 4910 parts over there. I've had a couple people ask me if I want to do some horse trading for some 4910s. Probably not. I've got 3 brand new ones sitting there, so I think I'm set on 4910s for a while. Them are all mine. So, but you know, I don't know. Maybe some other saw. And if I already agreed to and gave you my address and stuff, and don't dink around about getting me your saw. If I give you the address, get it out to me. I don't want something like that happening where a few months goes by and all of a sudden something shows up and then I totally forgot about it. I try to keep, if I am taking on work, I try to keep it real tight and narrow, and then that way if something comes up and I want to go do something else, I can. I don't like stuff sitting here that I've already made arrangements on. Yeah. I think I need to, I don't know, I think I need to get these prepped and ready tomorrow for the dyno, and then I think after the dyno session, I think I need to do a good cleaning. I gotta go make room in the safe for that thing. And yeah, trying to think. I was looking online the other day and I seen somewhere where they had the Farmer Tech build your own 372 kits. I think it was on sale for like $150, and I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on one just so I have the parts to put that 365 back together. The case is broke on it. It's got an O-ring crank, flywheel. I think I stole the coil out of it. Yeah, I stole the coil out of it. But, I don't know. Got O-ring cylinder. I think I could build a really nice hybrid, half clone, half OEM. It'd be all the important parts that would be OEM, and the rest of it would be pretty much cosmetic. I don't think I got an OEM carburetor though. I think I sold the carburetor out of that for another saw I got rid of. But I don't know. Might just box that whole thing up and stuff it away and worry about it another day. But I think my main concern is get all 4 of these dynoed, get my data, and keep twinking with the one. Get that 661 running, find out what's wrong with it. If it runs, if it don't run, then if I'm port it, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I definitely don't need it. I've got 2 other 661s. But I just thought, what the heck. Oh. Yeah. But I don't know. That's enough rambling on for tonight. But you guys take it easy and have a good one.